Expressing their collective vision during difficult periods, South Africa's youth have a long history of using their voices to drive change.
If we really care about the society that we live in, if we really care about this country and the future of this country, then we need to care about where the future generation is going to. And somebody asked me the other day, where are we going to find our future Nelson Mandelas? Where are we going to find our future O.R. Tambos, our future Walter Sisulus? Well, those future individuals are the kids that are currently in our schools. And if we don't invest in them, if we don't provide them with the opportunities to engage with each other and to develop themselves, unfortunately, we're responsible for that future of our country.
Over the last 18 years, the Young Communicators Awards have challenged young people to answer these questions, developing their public speaking skills through workshops and competitions, providing a platform for discussion and debate.
There's an incredible amount of untapped talent and potential amongst the young people of South Africa. And if this can be unlocked and channeled in the right direction towards sustained economic and social growth, the prospects for the future will be bright.
This project reaches learners across the country, getting the youth to engage with peers in their own communities and nationally. Our aim is to unleash their leadership potential.
Speakers rule the world. We can't have a world revolving without your Obamas, without those people that can really get the world shaking with their voices.
At the beginning of each year, grade 11s and 12s are invited to participate in the YCA workshops. These are held in conjunction with the Department of Basic Education and MUNSA's Collective Genius. We target learners and teachers who don't speak English as their first language.
I am a facilitator for the YCA workshops, and my role basically is to meet up with the students from different schools and basically engage with them on what public speaking is about, what it can do for them in their schoolwork, what it can do for them in terms of leadership potential and growth, and also go over how the competition is going to run, introduce them to the Young Communicators Awards.
Having learners come on a Saturday morning and be taught how to do public speaking, it's something that doesn't normally happen. Our learners are afraid of speaking in public.
Though public speaking is the focus, participants also learn to listen to each other, creating an inspiring atmosphere filled with laughter, light bulb moments, and confidence-building activities. This prepares them for the competition leg of the program.
So when it comes to the workshop, we get them all hooked onto the idea of YCA, onto the idea of nation building, on the role which they play in it, and then go on to the technicals of public speaking.
These technical skills include visual and oral presentation with a particular focus on improving English presentation. The benefits are far-reaching.
The YCA has the potential to affect in the region of 174,000 learners across the country through teachers attending our workshops.
Teachers undergo adjudication training so that they can facilitate later stages of the competition.
It's been a very interesting journey, first from the perspective of a teacher, coaching my own learners, and then to try and coordinate the district leg of the competition. Initially, a few schools took part, and I've seen it grow.
For me as an educator, yes, there are lots of positives I could take out of this meeting, out of this session. Lots of things I can actually apply in my classroom, and lots of things I can do when I prepare my learners for their prepared speeches.
Effective communication is a vital part of our modern world and is a key instrument in furthering economic and social objectives. English is the predominant language of business and academia. Therefore, it is important that young South Africans are provided with the correct tools to be able to impart their message to the world.
I always see that the YCA is such a big family. You start off at the grassroots level where you basically getting introduced to the idea and discovering what public speaking is and the technicals of it. And then when you get to the provincials and the finals, that's when you start engaging with people, finding ideas, and you start finding solutions.
After the workshops, district public speaking competitions are held. The most impressive speakers go on to compete at a provincial level.
We've got 16 individuals that have come through from various parts of Gauteng, from far afield. There's Tshwane North, from Verachia, from the East Rand even. And basically these 16 individuals are a culmination of a process where we've gone through, I think, 10 different workshops across Gauteng. These individuals will go on to put themselves against each other to eventually come up with the winner who will represent Gauteng at the national finals in August this year.
to be in a room full of people coming to share their opinions and their perspectives. It does a lot for you in terms of enrichment and understanding the world better.
Well, I am a bit nervous because it's been my second round I'm participating in this debate. I have participated in a lot of public speaking events. Well, this is one of the stages that I went the furthest, so I want to give what I got and give everything I got.
The emphasis is on the delivery, how you deliver it, that it appeals to the audience.
You're going to see some of South Africa's best orators speaking from their hearts, and more importantly, you're going to see the future of South Africa.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sowetan Provincial contest of the 18th Annual Anglo-American and Sowetan Young Communicators Awards.
Greetings, friends, family, and a standing ovation to my rivals, because this one is especially for you.
It's about time we focus on our plans, education, and as well as our wisdom.
And we have progressed significantly during our democracy.
How are we supposed to change the world while we have treacherous government officials who claim to be improving our country?
We're all actors in some or other manner. We just don't all play the same part.
Barack Obama once said, and I quote, 1 in 10 teenagers are interested in the unknown.
They just stole my watch.
According to the Oxford Dictionary, life is a continual change until one's death, a functional activity and a capacity for growth.
The 30% generation needs no dictionary definition, for they are, as the name dictates, 30%.
The winners proceed to a national final where they engage with and compete against learners from around the country.
By Becky Kele. Are you in favor of the shoot-to-kill policy that he's advocated?
Learners are judged based on their ability to prepare a speech and share their thoughts in a forum discussion called In Conversation with South Africa's Future Leaders.
Has to listen to you.
I think In Conversation with South Africa's Future Leaders should actually be televised on television. It should be something that the whole of South Africa is hearing about. Young people from all over the province and all over the country conversing on key and critical issues affecting themselves, affecting their families, the communities and this province and this country. And that's what the objective of this competition is all about.
Darren Pillay from Gibson.
Huge prizes including bursaries towards tertiary education and funding for their schools are up for grabs.
Well done, Stephen. Congratulations.
Oh, wow. I think the standard is very high. I actually went up to Facebook and I posted that this competition standard is very high.
You know, it's just amazing when you see somebody else who is more or less your age stand before a crowd of expertise and leaders and actually convey their perspective.
Well, I'm actually glad that the youth of today, the future leaders, actually have a chance to air their views and their opinions on South Africa. I mean, we are the future of this country and I'm glad we're given the opportunity to express ourselves.
I do history, and history is mostly made up of speakers. The people in the history books are all speakers. So in fact, that is like one of the most truthful things you can say about the world, because speakers can change people's minds.
It gave me the goosebumps to think, in the near future, there's great hope for South Africa. Media will always paint a different picture, but today I think these type of competitions and these type of settings really prove them wrong. They prove all the publications wrong and really gives us hope.
Our successes can be attributed to the collaborative efforts of all our stakeholders.
The majority of South Africans are under the age of 25. And so your youth market, if we start looking at them as commodities, is huge, it's massive. I believe that corporates, government, non-governmental organizations, but entities need to understand this young South African. And so the aim of most of these projects is to provide and promote some sort of understanding between young South Africans and the corporate players. Otherwise, there'll never be a synergy between what the corporates are offering and what young people want, or in fact, what South Africans in general want.
Anglo-American has long understood that effective partnerships and shared understandings are the best methods of advancing educational standards in this country.
For Sowetan and the Agri-Cluster Nation Building Foundation, the Young Communicators Awards Leadership Development Project means that our partnership with Anglo-American and the Department of Basic Education is a unique platform for the future leaders who are in public high schools.
If you're a student and you're thinking, you know what, I've heard about YCA, is it for me, is it not? Number one, there are great prizes. right? That's why you should join up. But also, it will grow you. It is something you can get hooked onto.
To realize Agri-Cluster's vision of an empowered youth, we need forward-thinking corporate partners to join organizations like Anglo American and the Sowetan and invest in our future. With your help, we can keep our future leaders in conversation. The YCA journey continues.